Joining us now on the phone to talk more about this is Michael Bocherque, the spokesman for the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. And you're hearing, Michael, both sides in this evoking the memory of World War II. We heard Diana reporting there that it is some hyperbole, but you tell us how bad things are on the ground there.
Things are very bad on the ground. Thanks for having us again, Brianna. We had monitors today throughout the Donbass region, in Luhansk and Donetsk, and also in Mariupol. And you know, as much as Diana said about the human cost in Donetsk, which we have also observed, there's a very, very bad situation involving in Luhansk, closer to the Russian border. Their government, Ukrainian government officials are warning of a humanitarian catastrophe due to the lack of water and electricity. And there, Brianna, about half of the 420,000 people have fled this city because conditions are so bad. Very bad situation throughout the region.
Vladimir Putin said the talks in Minsk with Ukrainian President Poroshenko were positive. That's a quote from him. Positive was how he described it. But then you also have him calling for statehood for eastern Ukraine. How do you, I guess, figure out these mixed messages?
Well, we're an observation mission, and what we do is we report exactly what we see on the ground. And indeed, there was a meeting of the so-called trilateral contact group in Minsk today with the participation of the OSCE. These are very, very important venues for the representatives of the different countries to talk to the rebel groups and try to find a peaceful solution. But, you know, the situation, as we've been observing, as you know, well, over the past weeks, has been deteriorating day by day by day. So what we're asking for is for checkpoints to be removed, for arms to be put down, and most importantly, for people to get together and discuss a peaceful solution. Because, as I said earlier, the humanitarian cost in this is very, very high.
We're starting to hear from Western nations talking about arming Ukrainian rebels. The U.S. has not committed to this. Others have. From what you have seen on the ground, how does that change the equation, if at all?
Well, a couple of quick things there is that indeed we have seen as recently as Saturday that the Ukrainian army is very, very unarmed compared to the rebels. They've told us so, and then also we observed a protest in Kiev on the weekend where mothers said their sons who are fighting haven't had leave since way back in April. Now, another quick thing, Brianna, is I met with senior Canadian government officials last week, and it's clear that Ukraine has moved quite high up on the policy agenda, and they're looking at translating their support by adding more monitors to our mission. Canada is a participating state of the OSCE, the U.S. as well, so it might be a good way for the U.S. to translate its support as well.
And the U.S. will be meeting with NATO nations. President Obama will be, so we'll be seeing if he takes that message as well. Michael Bocherque, thank you so much.